You know, space is much like a giant swimming pool minus the water and the pool and the swimsuit. Okay, it's not really like a pool at all, but let's dive in, shall we? Enter our protagonist, a boy with a peculiar knack for swimming, not in your average chlorine-filled pool, but in the vast, vacuum-filled expanse of space. Yes, you heard it right, space. Now you might be wondering, how does one swim without water? Well, that's a question best left to the physicists, but for our boy, it's just another Tuesday. He's got a passion for the backstroke that could put an Olympian to shame, and freestyle? Forget about it. He's doing butterfly strokes around asteroids and breaststrokes past black holes. It's a sight to behold, let me tell you, and today he's gearing up for his most ambitious swim yet. So, there he was, the boy who swims in space, ready to dive into the great unknown. Now imagine floating in space with nothing but stars for company. Kind of a lonely pool party, isn't it? But not for our intrepid young adventurer. He's found a way to turn this cosmic void into an interstellar playground. And let me tell you, he's not just doggy paddling around. He's doing the cosmic backstroke, the intergalactic freestyle, and even the occasional asteroid flip turn. Picture him, if you will, paddling from star to star, his fingertips grazing the edge of each fiery orb as he propels himself forward. Each star he touches has a different feeling, a different personality. Some are sizzling hot and full of energy, like a pot of coffee on a Monday morning. Others are cooler, more reserved, like the quiet librarian who knows all the best stories. He's not just swimming, he's interacting, communicating with these celestial bodies, and they're reciprocating. The red giant gives him a warm, comforting hug. The white dwarf, a tad standoffish, gives him a brisk nod, but that's okay. Not everyone's a hugger. He swims through constellations, giving high fives to Orion's belt, playing hide-and-seek with the Pleiades. He even tries to tickle the North Star, but it's a bit too far away. That's the thing about space, distances can be deceptive. And let's talk about the Milky Way. What's a swim without a little bit of splash? He dives headfirst into the heart of our galaxy, stars whooshing past him like multicolored water droplets. Fun fact, the center of the Milky Way smells like raspberries. Who knew, right? So there he is, our brave, star-swimming boy, making friends with the cosmos. He's learned that every star has a story, every galaxy a song, and he's the lucky listener, the privileged audience. But of course, not every star is as friendly as it seems. Some are wild, unpredictable, even dangerous. After all, you wouldn't want to get too close to a black hole, would you? And so, our star-swimming boy had made friends with the entire universe. But as we know, not all stars play nice. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, or space, you know what I mean. Enter the space pirate, a notorious rascal of the cosmic seas. Known for his outrageous attire and a beard that could rival the rings of Saturn, he's a sight to behold. But what's this? A twinkle of envy in his starry eyes? You betcha. He's been watching our boy swim through the cosmos with the grace of a dolphin and the speed of a comet. And boy, oh boy, does he wish he could do that. Now let's set the scene. Imagine, if you will, a pirate in a zero-gravity environment attempting to do the breaststroke. Yes, you heard that right. The very thought is enough to send a supernova into a fit of giggles. His arms flail wildly, propelling him in all directions except the one he wants to go. Each kick sends him spinning, turning his ambitious swim into a dizzying space ballet. It's like watching a starfish trying to do the cha-cha. It's an interstellar comedy of errors, folks. And then there's the matter of his spacesuit. You see, the space pirate, in his infinite wisdom, thought he could outdo our boy by upgrading his suit with a rocket booster. Genius, right? Wrong. The first time he fired it up, he ended up doing loop-de-loops around the nearest black hole. It was a sight so hilarious even the usually somber asteroids couldn't help but chuckle. But let's not forget our boy, silently observing this spectacle from a safe distance. He watches as the space pirate, determined but clueless, continues his attempts to swim. It's a mix of sympathy and amusement. After all, space swimming isn't for everyone, especially not for pirates who are better suited for plundering and parrot talk. So what happens when a boy who can swim in space catches the eye of a space pirate who can't swim to save his life? Well, let's just say things are about to get interesting. And so our swimming champ found himself the target of a pirate. Space just got a lot more interesting. Remember that time when you were in a pool and a rogue water gun came at you? Well, that's basically what happened next. Our boy, let's call him Astro Boy for the sake of the story, found himself in the middle of an epic space battle. Now, this wasn't your average run-of-the-mill sci-fi movie fight. No, this was something else entirely. This was a battle involving a swimming boy in space and a space pirate. And you guessed it, this was not a battle of laser guns and photon torpedoes. This was a battle of water balloons and super soakers. Astro Boy, in zero gravity, was armed with his trusty water balloon launcher, a relic from his earthly pool days. The space pirate, on the other hand, had his space-age water gun. It was a showdown that would have made even the most seasoned space cowboy raise an eyebrow. Astro Boy, with his heart pounding like a drum, took aim. The pirate, with a wicked grin, did the same. And then, in a moment that seemed to stretch for an eternity, they fired. Water balloons and a stream of water moving slowly in the vacuum of space collided in a spectacular display of color and light. Astro Boy, showing the agility of an Olympic swimmer, dodged the water gun's stream and launched another water balloon. The pirate was not as lucky. The balloon hit him square in the chest, sending him spinning backward in the zero-gravity environment. But the pirate wasn't going down without a fight. With a bellow that would put a space whale to shame, he charged, water gun blazing. Astro Boy, however, was ready. With a swift stroke, he swam out of the way, leaving the pirate to crash into a nearby asteroid. Astro Boy seized the moment. He filled another balloon with water, took aim, and let it fly. It hit the pirate right on the noggin, creating a halo of water around his head. The pirate, stunned and now drenched, could do nothing but watch as Astro Boy swam over, plucked the water gun from his grasp, and with a triumphant whoop, launched the pirate into the depths of space with a well-aimed push. The pirate, now a tiny speck in the vastness of the cosmos, could only glare as he drifted away. Astro Boy, victorious and grinning from ear to ear, watched as his adversary disappeared into the distance. And with a final splash, our swimming boy sent the space pirate packing. Take that, space pirate. Now, after an adventure like that, you'd think the boy would hang up his space goggles, right? Well, you couldn't be more wrong. After all, what's a space swim without a little brush with danger? So with a heart full of courage and a head full of stardust, our boy navigates his way back home. As he swims through the cosmos, the boy feels the comforting pull of Earth's gravity. It's like the universe's way of saying, "Welcome back, you little daredevil." The stars seem to twinkle a little brighter as if applauding his bravery. The moon gives him a knowing nod, a silent acknowledgement of the adventure that just unfolded. Back on Earth, our boy lands with a gentle splash, not in an ocean, but in his backyard swimming pool. The familiar scent of chlorine greets him, a stark contrast to the sterile odorlessness of space. He peels off his space goggles and sees his reflection in the water, a boy who dared to swim with the stars and lived to tell the tale. But does he hang up his goggles? Oh no, not our boy. He's got galaxies in his eyes and a resolve sturdier than a comet's tail. With a grin as wide as the Milky Way, he decides to embrace the dangers, to keep exploring the vast expanse of the universe. After all, who needs safety when you've got a whole cosmos to swim in? Humorously enough, his only worry is not the space pirates, but the potential wrath of his mom for tracking pool water into the house. But hey, that's a risk he's willing to take, because nothing, not even a space pirate or a wet kitchen floor, can dampen his spirit. And so, our space swimming boy lived to swim another day, because in space no one can hear you splash.